Hi everyone, welcome to another SCL online session. My name is Paul and today we are learning all about money, a subject that I love. I love money. But before we get into today's lesson, as always with me, if you've seen any of my videos before, I will always start with a warm-up because just like in sport, if you play sport, you have to warm up your muscles. Whenever you do any type of learning, it's always good to warm up your brain. So I have a quick teaser, and this is for anyone in your home, not just for you watching. So in a moment, I'm going to show you an image, and what I want you to do is tell me how many squares you can see in the image. So as always, you can have a chance to pause it and count properly, don't rush. But I am going to count down from 5 seconds, and after those 5 seconds, I'm going to give you the answer. So here is our square or squares. I want you to tell me how many squares you can see in that image there. So pause the video now, because in 5 seconds, I'm going to be giving you the answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. The answer was or is 14. There are 14 squares in this image. If you got the answer right, give yourself a big pat on the back because you are a clever clogs. If you got it wrong, don't worry, you now know the answer, so you can show this to somebody else and look clever because you know the answer. Okay, moving on with today's session. So we're looking at money. So whenever we're dealing with money, it's always important to know how we can count money and how we can count different lots of money. So that's what we're going to do first of all. So in this example here, we've got our piggy bank and we've got some coins saved inside our piggy bank. So we need to check how much we've saved before we head over to our shop. So in this piggy bank, we can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 coins inside this piggy bank. I then say to myself, how much is each coin worth? Each coin is worth 5 pence. So to work out how much I have inside this piggy bank, I need to do 5 lots of 5 pence. So to work that out, I say 5 multiplied by 5 gives me 25 pence. So that's easy enough. But I want us to do a couple more examples just to make sure we've got it absolutely tip top before we get on to the harder stuff. So here's our second example. I look at my piggy bank and I say, how many coins are in the piggy bank? So you count along as well. How many coins do we have inside this piggy bank? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 coins inside my piggy bank. How much is each coin worth? It's worth 2 pence. So I say, what is 7 lots of 2 pence? And the answer is 14 pence. Oh, we're getting on to the big money now. So again, let's have a look inside our piggy bank. Let's count how many coins we've got and see what the value of each coin is. So we'll count each coin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 coins in total inside this piggy bank. Each coin is worth 10 pence. So I say to myself, 8 lots of 10 pence gives me 80 pence. Do we all get that? I'm sure we do because we're so clever. So here's something that's a little bit different. So count how many coins are in the piggy bank, give me the value, and then we'll see how it's a little bit different from the last ones we've just looked at. So how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11 coins in the piggy bank. Each one is worth 10 pence, so I've got 110 pence, right? That is right. That is the right answer. There is 110 pence inside that piggy bank. But how else can I write 110 pence? So when we're dealing with money, when we get to 100 pence, that is the same as saying £1. So when I get 100 pence, that means I have £1. So how do I change this into my pound? It's really easy. Because I've got my 100, that is how many pounds I've got. So I have got £1, and what do I have left over? My 10 pence. So I can write 110 pence like this. £1, 10 pence. I see what hundreds I've got. I've got 100. I've got 10 pence left over. So I have £1 and 10 pence. Do you get that? Don't worry if you don't. You can move this video back and play it again. But just remember, when we get 100 pence, that's the same as saying £1. Now this one's different again. What do we notice about this piggy bank? Okay, we can see now we have different types of coins. In the previous ones, we've either had 5 pences, 2 pences, or just 10 pences. This time we've got different coins in our piggy bank. And there's something we do. So whenever we have different valued coins in our piggy bank, we always start with the highest valued coins first. So in this example, you can see the highest valued coins are 10 pence. So I do exactly the same. I count up how many I've got. 1, 2. Then I say, what's my next highest valued coin? It's the 5 pence. I've got 2 5 pences, and I've got 3 2 pences. So once I've added them up, I do the exact same thing. I say I've got 2 lots of 10 pence, which gives me 20 pence, 2 lots of 5 pence, which equals 10 pence, and 3 lots of 2 pence, which gives me 6 pence. So that's how many coins I've got in there. But all together, I have got 36 pence because I add 20 pence, 10 pence, and 6 pence all together to give me a total of 36 pence. So when we've got different coins in our piggy bank, we start with the biggest coins first, find out how much they are, move to the next biggest, find out how much they are, move to the next biggest, find out how much they are. Once we've figured out the total value of our coins, we add them all up together to see how much we've got in total inside our piggy bank. Right, so here's one for you. Here's a little tester for you. I want you to do this by yourself, okay? And I'm going to give you a little bit of help. I would like you to draw something like this. So you see that table on the screen? So we know inside our piggy bank, we have some 10 pence pieces, we have some 5 pence pieces, and we have some 2 pence pieces. So what I would like you to do is count up how many 10 pence pieces we have, how many 5 pence pieces we have, and how many 2 pence pieces we have. And then tell me underneath each number how many coins there are. Then underneath that, tell me how much that is worth in money. So for example, if there were 2 10 pences in this piggy bank, I would write underneath the 10 pence the number 2. Then I would write underneath that 20 pence, because there'd be 2. Okay, so I'll say that again. If I had 2 10 pences in this piggy bank, I would write the number 2 underneath the 10 pence. Then I would write 20, because 2 lots of 10 pence will give me 20 pence. So do that now. Count up all your 10s, your 5s, and your 2s, and then see if you can work out how much you have of each. So again, pause the video, work that out, because then we're going to move on to the answer. So the answer is coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So did we get something like this? So there were 7 10p coins inside this piggy bank. There were 4 5p, and there were 6 2p. So that gave me 70p, 20p, and 12p. So what do we need to do now? That's right, we need to add them all together to work out how much money in total is inside our piggy bank. So we take our 70p, we add our 20p, then we add our 12p, and that gave me 102p. Now, what do we notice? We have 100. So we know that is worth £1. So I take my pound away. I say, what am I left with? 2p. So my total value inside this piggy bank is £1, 2p. Okay, over to you. We've got a couple of questions coming up. Again, I'll read through them. You can pause the video, work out your answers, and then we'll carry on by showing you the answers. So we're now in our shop. This is our lovely florist shop. So we're going to buy some nice flowers for the people that we care about. So Ollie wants to buy 10 roses for his mum. How much does he spend? So what you need to do is look at the price list, see how much each flower costs, and then work out how many the person wants to buy. So Ollie wants to buy 10 roses. So each rose is worth 35p each. So I'd like you to see if you can work that out now. How much does Ollie spend on roses? So work that out now, and I'll be showing you the answer in a couple of seconds. So pause the video and see what we get. Did we get this? So he wants to buy 10 roses. Each rose is worth 35p. So that meant he spent 350p on roses. Or how else can we write that? Is £3.50, because we've got 3 hundreds. So each hundred is £1. Therefore, if we have 3, that's £3.50. Okay, moving on to the next question. So Ollie now wants to buy 10 daffodils for his mum. So how much does he spend? Exactly the same. Work it out, see how much the daffodils are worth. He wants to buy 10 of them. So how much is that in total? So again, pause the video, work it out, and I'll be showing you the answers in a couple of seconds. So work that out now. Okay, did we get this answer? So Ollie wants to buy 10 daffodils. Each daffodil was 20p. So 10 lots of 20p is 200p. How else can we write that? We can say that is £2. Next question. Ollie now wants to buy 8 tulips for his mum. She's a lucky mum. Ollie's such a nice boy. So Ollie wants to buy 8 tulips for his mum. So how much does he spend? So the tulips are worth 25p each. How would we work that out? Again, you can pause this video and work it out yourself, but I'll crack on with the answer. So 8 tulips, each of them are worth 25p. So that meant Ollie spent 200p on tulips or £2, because we've got two hundreds. So 2 100s means we have £2. So see if we can work this one out. This is a really tough one. Ollie wants to buy 12 lilies for his mum. How much does he spend? So this is really, really tricky. So have a go, and again, we'll get to the answer. So if you got this, you are doing really, really good, because 12 lots of 30p is quite a tricky thing to work out. So if you work that out using this multiplication, really, really well done. So 12 lots of 30p is 360 pence, or £3.60. So if you got that right, really well done. This is such a tough question. This is just for you super duper clever clogs out there. But give it a go, okay? These lessons are just about giving the questions a go. If you don't get the answer, don't worry about it. So Ollie wants to buy a mixed bouquet for his mum. He would like to buy 5 daffodils, 7 roses, 10 tulips, and 3 lilies. And I want you to be able to tell me which amount is he going to spend. So you have to work out the total amount of all of these brought together, and it will equal one of these amounts. So I want you to be able to work it out and tell me how much will he spend. So definitely pause this video now, and I'll do my 5-second countdown. So pause it, see if we can work that out, because the answer is coming in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, so first of all, what we needed to do was work out how much he's going to spend on each type of flower. So he wanted to buy 5 daffodils. So the daffodils were worth 20p each. So 5 lots of 20p will be 100p, or £1. He wanted to buy 7 roses. So 7 lots of 35p means he spends £2.45. He wanted to buy 10 tulips. So 10 lots of 25p is £2.50. And he wanted to buy 3 lilies. So 3 lots of 30p gives him 90p. So all we have to do now is add up all of these values together to give us 685p, or £6.85. So he spends this amount. He spends £6.85. So again, if you managed to work it out and you got the answer right, very, very, very well done. That is such super, super maths if you work that out well. So what I'd like you to do now for this question, it's going back to our piggy banks. So it's identifying how much is in each piggy bank, and can you link it to the price list. So the daffodils are 20p each. I want you to tell me which piggy bank has 20p, which piggy bank has 35p, which piggy bank has 25p, and which piggy bank has 30p. So again, pause the video and see how we get on with that. Okay, so this is the last question today. So I want you to be able to come up with your own price list, your own questions that you can set for people in your home. So using this range, 20p, 35p, 25p, and 30p, can you set your own questions and work out the cost? Or if there's somebody else in your home, you can set the questions for the boys and girls who are there. It's a really good way to learn. If you actually have money, or you can write the value of money on pieces of paper and work it out that way, it's a really good way of figuring out how much things cost. So that's it from me, guys. Really, really thank you for watching this lesson today. We're going to keep bringing you these videos. We really love doing them. We're really hoping that you find them beneficial. If you do, massive thumbs up. And I'm going to say goodbye. Stay safe, stay happy, and I'll see you soon.